Wait, hold on. Let's just hear this, and then I'll get back to it.
29, and based on what I did, and based on my love of the same love that you have, I should be at 100. I should be at 100.
Oh, that's the thing. He's talking about Jewish people again. Jewish
But
vote.
let me give you the bad news. A poll, I just told you how good the polls are, but we need every vote we can get. The current polling has me with Jewish citizens, Jewish people that's supposed to love Israel. After having done all of that, having been the best
he
president.
literally is like, I've done it so much. I've done so much for you. Why won't you vote for me? I'm doing the thing you want.
You got 60% voting for somebody that hates Israel. And I say it's going to happen. It's only because of the Democrat hold or curse on you. You can't let this happen. 40% is not acceptable because we have an election to win. So after all of this, I went from 29 to 40%. And people that are smart said to me, friend of mine Jewish, friend of mine loves Israel, loves everything about your religion and about your country, your place. He said, I can't believe it's happening. It's sad. And he started to cry, actually. He started to cry. With all of this, and he's a tough cookie. I don't think he cried since he was a little tiny baby. Maybe then I don't think he cried. I don't think he cried then, Miriam. But I will put it to you very simply and gently. I really haven't been treated right, but you haven't been treated right because you're putting yourself in great danger, and the United States hasn't been treated right. So
yeah,
if I don't...
Yeah, the most dangerous position for a fucking multi-billionaire like Miriam Adelson to be in is pro-Israel. What planet are we living on, dude? In the United States of America, one of the scariest things you can do openly is declare your loyalty to the state of Israel as a person in proximity to power, or a person that is like very wealthy with weapons contracts.
Who in particular is a bad Democrat. The Democrats are bad to Israel, very bad. They'll never change because they have a section of their party now which has become amazingly and quickly very powerful vote-wise. I mean, Chuck Schumer is a Palestinian. Who would have thought that was going to happen? What the hell happened to him?
I love that one.
I saw him the other day. He was dressed in one of their robes. No, that'll be next. No, Chuck Schumer is Hamas all the way. I don't know what the hell happened to him. If you support him, you're crazy. I have never seen his change may be bigger than Kamala on fracking in Pennsylvania.
Dog, yeah, Chuck Schumer literally fucking invited Benjamin Netanyahu to speak in front of Congress alongside the Republicans.
Opinion, within a period of 2 to 3 years, will cease to exist. Baby. It's going to be wiped out. That's what's going to happen. It's a tough thing to say. What difference does it make from my standpoint? I have to tell you the truth, and maybe you'll be energized, because there's no way that I should be getting 40% of the vote. I'm the one that's protecting you. These are the people that are going to destroy you, and you have 60% of the Jewish people essentially voting for them. If I do win, Israel will be safe and secure, and we will stop the toxic poison of anti-Semitism from spreading all over America and all over the world. We'll get it stopped. But if I don't win, I believe Israel will be eradicated, and you can't let that happen. And I don't think you will let that happen. So you have to, Rabbi, you have to get everybody together, and you have to get them to vote, because it's craziness to say I'm at 40%. And when I heard that number today, it just came out today. When I heard that number today, I think it was insulting to our country. It was insulting to Israel. You know, it's very interesting. They did a poll in Israel. I'm like at 99% favorable. I could run for, right now, I could run for any office in Israel.
He's right.
In Israel, they love me.
He's not wrong.
Here, not so much. But they do love me in Israel. Miriam, I'm at 99%. Everybody loves me. I could run for prime minister. Would you like me as your prime minister? But I have to learn your language. That's a tough language to learn. I have to learn it in about 3 months. I have to learn it very quickly. But no, I'm most popular person in Israel. But here it doesn't translate. It's a strange thing. So we have to save Israel. Look, you're here for a reason. We have to save Israel. This is no longer games. Israel will be wiped off the face of the earth if I don't win. And that's a big statement. That's a horrible statement to make. And it's just the way I feel. And a lot of people in this room agree with me. Because look at what's happened in the last 2 years. I have never seen anything like it, where something has gone so down so fast, where even Jewish people are protesting in these groups. They're Jewish people. People wearing yarmulkes are in these groups that are protesting with 100,000 people. So they have to change their way, because with your vote, you can reject anti-Semitism in our schools, in our communities, in our foreign policy, and in our immigration system. But all of that starts by rejecting Kamala Harris at the ballot box. She is anti-Israel and she is anti-Jewish, and you got to get smart to it. And with that, I have great love and great respect for so many of the people in the room. I have so many friends in this room. I fought so hard for you, but it's time that you fight the real fight. And the real fight is to save Israel. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That's the real fight. That's the only fight that matters. So the point I wanted to make, that's there she is, Miriam Adelson. So one thing that is actually pretty interesting is that Trump did actually do a lot for Israel. Obviously didn't do shit for American Jews. And actually the stuff that he did for American Jews was just objectively awful, as is the case for every other subsect of American society. But specifically in terms of like rising anti-Semitism in the country, he played a big role in that. Beyond that, one thing that is actually really interesting is he has done a lot of things for Israel specifically. Trump is oftentimes policy free. He doesn't have a lot to point to in terms of like his policy accomplishments. He also doesn't really have any interest in, talking about policy in general. But one thing I have noticed as a massive Trump stan who, watches all of his fucking speeches is that this conversation that he had actually had a lot of policy. Problem is that policy wasn't for American people. It wasn't for American Jews. It was just simply for Israel, the Abraham Accords, casting aside the Iran denuclearization agreement. Okay, adding additional sanctions to Iran. The fact that he moved the American embassy to Jerusalem, recognizing Jerusalem as like the Israeli capital, giving Israel Golan Heights. All of these things are actually direct policy accomplishments, but for Israel. And what's really interesting about that is like you never actually see him talk about policy this directly, with the exception of when he's talking about how pro-Israel he is. Something to consider. Anyway, now Mamala is live with Oprah. She's going live right now with Oprah.
And in addition to thousands of you all who I am just meeting here tonight on screen, I see some faces I recognize. There's Bryan Cranston. Hey, Bryan.
Hey. Hello, hello, hello.
Where are you? Bryan Cranston. I hear Chris Rock is in the house. Chris, where are you? Chris Rock is in the house.
We are never getting a free Palestine, and we are never getting health care, okay? I'm letting you know right now. This is so 2016 coded. Oh my God, this is so fucking 2016. I'm with her, Hillary Clinton coded.
Tracy Ellis Ross, where are you? Tracy Ellis, where are you on the screen? Tracy Ellis. Julia Roberts, where are you? And Miss Meryl Streep is in the house.
I hate this fucking country, bro.
So
I hate the goddamn politics in this country.
Faces, and those of you who are not yet familiar to all of us. Okay, Bryan, so happy to have you here tonight, Bryan Cranston.
It's just so stupid.
What do you want to say?
Like, yeah, a lot of the people that she posted about are goats, okay? But that has nothing to do with fucking politics, man. Who gives a fuck if Bryan Cranston is like in support of Kamala? Like, people are starving, dude. Chill. Not everything is Palestine. Fucking literally eat shit, okay? You are also the reason why we're not getting healthcare, okay? You know what's not under that chair? Healthcare. Do you understand? Dumb fucking liberals. Like, genuine donkey-brained liberals, dude. Immediately. I'm talking about something entirely separate, okay? Yes, I've said the keyword MK Ultra fucking activated libtard chatters, okay? He said Palestine! That's not the only issue here. God damn it, dude. Holy fuck. You guys are so goddamn stupid and servile.
No matter where you meet him,
love the position that you're in. Partially because it has to be a position of privilege. Bro, this is exactly the type of fucking identity politics infused commentary that is like truly repugnant to the broadest subsects of the American society. And that's precisely the reason why Kamala Harris has expertly avoided this harder than the top of the hour ad break. She never brings this shit up. She never talks about this shit. Well, the other part of the problem is that she also doesn't like package it with like good, solid policies that will be as broad sweeping as possible. You know, ultimately, this is so goddamn 2016 Hillary Rodham Clinton